Today is October 11th, Monday, few minutes past 12 a.m., which marks finally the end of the Greater Sydney lockdown. Hopefully the last lockdown. So originally the Greater Sydney lockdown began from June 2026 with after five extensions as what I posted or you guys have known. It lasted for 3 months and 14 days. That's 106 days and 5 hours, like until yesterday, October 10th, Sunday, 11:59 p.m. That already includes the daylight saving hour, which was around a week ago. So that I already reduced the hour difference because of the daylight saving. That is equivalent to 2,549 hours, 159,940 minutes, and also 917,640 seconds. So why Greater Sydney was in lockdown? Yeah, was in lockdown because lockdown finally gone. It's because the Delta came into Australia, as in to Sydney, with the first case on June 16th. And it took 10 days for the New South Wales government, the state government, to decide to lock down the whole Greater Sydney. Some people say it was already too late. They could have done, the lockdown sooner, earlier, quicker, but it's very hard to say. And anyways, the lockdown, it's officially ended as our vaccination rate reached 70% fully vaccinated, as in receiving 2 doses of the vaccination. Like me, we reached the threshold last Thursday, which is October 7th. So from the next Monday, which is today, October 11th, the lockdown, or they like to use stay-at-home orders, will lift for those who are fully vaccinated, like me. So previously, the Greater Sydney lockdown, it's not the longest lockdown in Australia, like the single time as in the length of the lockdown. Melbourne's one last year was even longer than this previous Greater Sydney lockdown. Anyway, so although lockdown, or you can say stay-at-home orders, is officially gone, because today is already October 11th, Monday, as we already reached the 70% fully vaccinated milestone. There are some restrictions obviously still in place, some changes and continuities for people who are fully vaccinated, or unless you have medical exemption, or unless you are under 16 years of age. I will put the link according to New South Wales government for restrictions or rules for those who are fully vaccinated, like me, or others who hasn't been fully vaccinated yet. So obviously you still have to wear masks in indoor areas, like when I go to Chow's downstairs supermarket, because I live in apartment building, so I still have to wear a mask when I'm in indoor areas of the common property, like taking the lift, or even to just few steps to throw rubbish, taking public transport like bus, train, as well, or even like hopefully when border restrictions ease, I could fly interstate or intrastate. You still have to wear a mask as well. And for check-in, you have to do the COVID-19 safe check-in as usual. like most likely more practically with the Service New South Wales app. Now the difference is you need to provide vaccination evidence when you enter some premises like barber shop. Like I will definitely get a haircut because it's already since last time was already, as you guys probably know, my birthday June 22nd, so it is very long, so I definitely will get the haircut. And also like restaurants finally for dine-in as well, and to entertainment facilities like bowling, but unfortunately the one I usually go to will not open today, October 11th, but they will open the day after, which is October 12th, Tuesday. But probably I will go bowling, get the ball roll. I mean, get the ball bowling at later time, probably later the week. Okay, so vaccination evidence that includes what I did. It's what I got from it's a COVID-19 digital certificate from the Australian immunization register, which is electronic form as a PDF as well. So probably later you can also show your COVID-19 evidence from the Service New South Wales app. The government is gonna it's already working on that. So when I enter those premises, for example, I need to show those kinds of vaccination evidence or others whenever it's applicable to show you are vaccinated fully. Otherwise, you may be refused entry. And for like church, for example, you can go to church obviously for the coming Sunday, which is October 17th, for in-person services. Yes, in-person services, but unfortunately you can't sing at the moment. Hopefully we can sing later on. But yeah, probably I will do another video when I finally can go in-person Sunday service the coming Sunday. But this video will focus on finally going to haircut, and also for obviously dine in as well. Yeah, and also because I'm in Greater Sydney, that means with the lift of the lockdown, there are no restrictions on traveling within Greater Sydney. Greater Sydney by definition includes Central Coast, Blue Mountains, Shell Harbour, and Wollongong. So you can travel within Greater Sydney, but not outside Greater Sydney. So on the other hand, if you live outside Greater Sydney, you can travel outside Greater Sydney, but you can't enter Greater Sydney. So you may ask, when can we travel freely within New South Wales as an interstate? That will depend when we will reach 80% fully vaccinated. So that's another threshold. So once we reach hopefully 80% fully vaccinated in 2 weeks' time, then from the next Monday we can travel within New South Wales freely beyond Greater Sydney, such as Byron Bay or Coffs Harbour, which I previously traveled to. So that's some of the rules for those who are vaccinated like me. And yeah, I'm probably gonna early sleep now, and I will show you guys how going to barbershop to have my hair cut or dine in terms of check-in or those procedures to see how things are going later on. Well, early sleep, as in it's now 5 minutes past 6 in the morning. I'm not sure if you can see. It's still, raining outside. It's almost morning. Yeah, 6 a.m. Few minutes past 6. Yes. And why I'm wearing the soccer jersey. It's actually a national jersey, the Spanish national jersey, because I'm now watching the live soccer match. Yes, it's that early, Australian Eastern Daylight Time, because now Spain is playing against France in the 2020 to 2021 UEFA Nations League final. So what's UEFA Nations League? For me, my interpretation is to replace more or most of the European international friendlies to make it more competitive or greater incentive for European national teams to play. So in order to qualify for the final series, you have to be the national teams have to be playing in League A. So Spain play in League A4 and France play for League A3. And then you have to be top of the respective League A groups in order to qualify for the final series from the semi-finals. So apart from Spain and France, actually Italy, the hosting country, because Italy hosted the semi-finals and also, well, third place playoff and also the finals as well. Italy, it's the top of the league group A1, and also yes, Belgium is from league A2. So Spain beat the hosting country Italy by 2-1, and then Belgium. Yes, France beat Belgium on 3-2. So Italy group winners of League A1, Belgium group winners of League A2, Spain group winners of League A4, and then France group winners of League A3. So Spain beat Italy, France beat Belgium, so that's why Spain and France meet in the current UEFA Nations League final, and it's already first half has already been on the way for a half, and it's still 0-0. And I forgot to tell why I'm wearing this Spain national jersey, because I'm supporting Spain. Vamos! Well, P.S. I wear this national jersey before, back in 2018 World Cup, because yes, my parents sent me as a parcel probably from Hong Kong, yes, as a birthday present for me when I turned 19. Yes, when I turned 19 in 2018, and then I wore this jersey to support Spain, of course back then against Russia, yes, in the round of 16, but unfortunately Spain was defeated, or eliminated by Russia on penalties. So hopefully this time against France in the UEFA Nations League final, Spain could finally win an international trophy, since the Euro 2020, which was already 9 years ago. So I'll continue watch the match, and I'll see how Spain plays. Well, it's already morning, as you can try to see. Yep, but it's still raining. Probably it will rain throughout the day. Yeah. Well, talking about the match, it's 0-0. Spain 0, France 0. I feel like they didn't play that fast, and they did not create much chances, as in both Spain and France. Let's see how they go in the second half. So if it's still 0-0, or at least draw after the second half, they would go into a 30-minute extra time if they draw. So 30-minute extra time will be 2 15-minute half of extra time, and if it's still 0-0 or still draw, then they will go to penalty shootout. But I mean, at least for now, it's hopefully let's see if they score or not, or otherwise we might need to watch longer. I mean, if it's still 0-0 and draw. Halftime score: Spain 0, France 0. Yes, le bleu. How is my French? So eventually Spain lost in the final, although Mikel Oyarzabal scored the opener. But later on, I mean quickly, Karim Benzema equalized, and then Kylian Mbappe scored the match-winning goal. So the full-time score is Spain 1, France 2. France got another international tournament trophy since 2018 World Cup, whereas Spain became the first runner-up again after the recent 1 year delayed 2020 Tokyo Olympics men's soccer. And probably later on I will collect my laundry in the dining area. Yep, after I put them in the washing machine to wash. A few days ago on Saturday, with that one with the previous video with the special music at the end to tell you the laundry it's finished, and then you can collect your clothes or whatever to hang or to dry. Yep. So a bit of sneak peek of where I live in this apartment building as a unit. So that's the kitchen, dining area where I hang my bed sheet, and the living area. So that's where I hang my clothes, towel, trousers, underwear, socks, etc. That's the okay, anyway, that's the toilet which I usually go to, and that's the first door, second door, and that's my room. I'm gonna brush my teeth, wash my face, and then collect my laundry because it's already dry. It's already almost 11:30, and now I'm taking the train heading to Lidcombe Centre to have my haircut and dine-in as well. Unfortunately, I will not to play bowling today because, as I mentioned earlier in the video, the venue is not open today. They will open tomorrow, and I'll probably go bowling sometime later the week. And also with restrictions, you still have to wear a mask on public transport. So now I'm taking the train, and outside the rain probably stopped, but still a bit of rain. Yep. And yep, I will see you in a few moments later at Lidcombe Centre. So now I'm already actually at Lidcombe Centre. Classic Cuts, that's my barber shop for my haircut, but I probably need to queue the line. I need to wait, which is quite unusual, but it does make sense because of the end of the lockdown. And that's the cafe I will go to for lunch later on. Chow Cafe. Yeah, Chow Cafe over there, and that's the Classic Cuts, which I will go for my haircut. So the haircut is a bit of a wait, but it always feels good after having the haircut because you look fresh and sharp. Yeah, fresh and sharp. Just now I'm not wearing mask because I'm already inside the restaurant for dine-in, long time no dine-in for a while. So that's the crispy skin salmon with sweet potato chips and salad. And I also get myself a green tea frappe. So talking about lunch, well, I can't be too noisy here, although there are not many people in the library, Fisher Library. I'm in Fisher Library. So talking about the lunch, the crispy skin salmon with sweet potato chips and salad. I ordered the salmon to be cooked in medium because that gives you the smoothest texture of the salmon. Not know what you would prefer to cook. How would you cook the salmon? But I do prefer salmon, if like those kind of crispy skin salmon to be cooked medium, because that works best for me. And the skin, it's really crispy as its name suggests. And sweet potato chips, thick cut, always appreciate that. Apart from those potato chips or like those small size fast food size potato chips, and there are also heaps of salad as well, with some carrot, coleslaw, etc. Probably, yeah, as you can see, and cabbage as well, different kinds of veggies as the salad. But it would be better if there are some more dressing, because I would say it's not enough. It would be appreciated if there was more, if there's more dressing with this salad next time. But even though the potato chips without sweet potato chips without sauce is really tasty already. So yeah. So for the green tea frappe, as you know, it's kind of already that kind of sweet, but that kind of sweet, I mean, for the drink itself, it's acceptably sweet, because the flavor kind of blend together. So maybe the bitterness, not sure about the bitterness of the green tea, is already like goes well with the sweetness of the sugar or cream, because you can ask for cream on top of the drink. Of course, I did ask for the drink with cream on top, so cream on top of the green tea frappe. So it is a bit expensive for lunch, but because crispy skin salmon, they use Tasmanian salmon according to the menu, so I think it does make sense why it's such a price. I will put the description or details in the video in the video description down below regarding what I eat, how much, and the address of the restaurants, details, that kind of details, etc. What I will have for dinner? Well, I am at Kowlooncafe, 九龍冰室, a bit of the restaurant site. It's almost 7:15, and later I will actually see what I eat and drink for dinner for tonight, the first supper after the lockdown. So that's what I got for food. That's the French bread, the whole French bread with baked curry chicken rice. Should be heaps of ingredients inside. For drink, I got the red bean ice, which is Kanto 紅豆冰. Look at the French bread. It's so big, but I believe with my tummy I could smash them easily. Talking about the dinner, as you can see, the bread, French bread, it's so big. It's actually just like my face. It's really big, and inside it's pretty thick as well. But the texture, it's really crispy. Yes, and also inside the curry chicken, it's really tender as well. It's not too spicy, but the curry sauce, so it's very easy and appetizing to dig in the sauce. Not too much, but not too little. Adequate portion to dig in with the rice and the bread. the crispy French bread to eat together. You might ask me, do I finish the dish for the for the curry chicken rice? Yes, but for the bread, no, because it's it's really thick, so I can't really finish. Just like when you try, when you have the young coconut, you won't smash, you won't actually finish the whole coconut, right? So I actually did not finish the French bread, but in general, that's a very massive one. I mean, it's normal if you couldn't finish the bread, but at least I tear off a bit. They have like the cover of the bread, so you can dig in the rice, the chicken, and the sauce to eat together like this. Really good combination, and the taste, it's really flavorful in general. So let's conclude what's happening today. So I went for haircut and then dine in for lunch and dinner, which is thankfully because of the ease of restrictions. When we reach 70% fully vaccinated last Thursday, so then the next Monday, which is today, the stay at home or lockdown orders will, it's lifted for those who are vaccinated, like me. If you are not fully vaccinated, the rules are a bit different. I will put the link in the description down below so you can have a look about it. So if you're vaccinated like me, so fully vaccinated, you can go to certain venues. Like obviously I went for barbershop and the restaurants as well. So you still need to use the Service New South Wales app to check in as usual, and then if they ask you, you need to show your proof of COVID-19 vaccination. So I used my COVID-19 digital certificate from my government to show them I am fully vaccinated. From what I experienced, the barbershop did not check either the check-in or the COVID-19 or my vaccination status. They just let me in and haircut done. But compared to the two restaurants, for lunch I went to Chow Cafe in Lidcombe, and then for dinner I went to Kowlooncafe in the city. Although they're gonna open a new one in Burwood, but yeah, but I went to the one in Sydney, the city CBD. Both restaurants also, both restaurants asked me to show them I've already checked in, and also to show them I'm already fully vaccinated. So that's what I observed. And also interestingly, you need to line up, which is kind of a bit of a long queue for haircut, because I believe most people won't do their haircut by themselves. I don't know. And since today it's the first day of the end of the lockdown, so I believe so many people went out to maybe do something else, or especially like haircut as well. So it does make more sense on the first day of the end of the lockdown. You need to wait longer for haircut, like for example. But actually for me, the one I go to, Classic Cuts for Men, also in Lidcombe Centre, which is pretty much next to or in the same shopping centre, in the same centre as Chow Cafe, the line moves pretty quickly. So although it took like 20 minutes, it doesn't feel like I wait that long, because there are 4 barbers cutting 4 customers' hair at the same time, respectively. So the flow kind of moves like in and out, pretty quickly, pretty efficiently as well. Although, as I mentioned, they didn't check customers' check-in and vaccination status, which is a bit interesting, weird, I don't know. But those 2 restaurants which I went to today, they do, which is should be doing the thing as they should, according to the current restrictions. if you are fully vaccinated. If, for example, if you're not fully vaccinated, either you only got one dose or you simply haven't been vaccinated yet, then you basically can't go to venues like barbershops. You can still go to restaurants, but you can't dine in like me. You can only get takeaway. So if you are able to get vaccinated, I would say yes, please get vaccinated. Instead, the New South Wales Health mobile vaccination team has set up a vaccination clinic in USIT, the Camperdown campus at the Great Hall, which is somewhere near the quadrangle. They already held the first day today, October 11th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. today. So this Tuesday, Wednesday, and the next week's Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday as well. So October 12th, 13th, 18th, 19th, and 20th, all 10 a.m. to 4 a.m. mobile vaccination. I mean, they have a vaccination clinic, like a mobile one at USIT main campus for anyone who is age 12 and over to get a free Pfizer vaccine. You do not need to book, or you can book or just walk in. So if you can, I mean, you don't really, if you could, yeah, please get vaccinated, either like from New South Wales Health or your GP or whatever, to help the community getting back to new normal as soon as possible. So last Thursday, we already reached the 70% milestone. Hopefully by in a week or two, when we reach 80% fully vaccinated, today's percentage is already approximately 73.5%. Hopefully when we reach 80% soon, we can travel freely within New South Wales, because as in now, 70% fully vaccinated, you can only travel within Greater Sydney, not regional or rural New South Wales. Similarly, for those who are in regional or rural New South Wales, they can't travel to Greater Sydney, but these limits will be lifted, will be gone when we reach hopefully 80% fully vaccinated soon. That means by then we can travel freely within New South Wales. So that's how I spend my Freedom Monday. Yes, it's really Freedom Monday because it's the end of the more than 100 days of the lockdown, which is the probably longest ever in Greater Sydney, although it's shorter than the Melbourne's longest one last year. Anyways, hopefully you will enjoy this video, and feel free to give a thumbs up or down, subscribe to this channel, to my channel, and also follow my Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter, so you won't miss out any information content as well. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.